Hello everyone, welcome. This is now Scarf. We're going to find all the collectibles, so there's only 3 areas of the game: ocean, desert and the forest. As soon as you enter the ocean area, so this will be your first level you have to do anyway. As soon as you spawn, you want to go behind the tower that you came through, and then you'll find your first of 3 drawings. Now eventually you'll get to a part not long ago where you need to find all these orbs around to activate this platform here. Now the game will give you the ability to double jump. So as we proceed on as normal, you will find one of the blue guys, I think it's a blue guy, that will start to run away from you. Ignore where he goes for now, just keep going straight on, then eventually you should run directly into this ink. Of course you can see this ink from a distance if you are coming from the previous collectible. You can see it on the right side. Now for your first toy, you don't really need to get this one just yet, but you do come back here anyway, so it's entirely up to you if you want to get this toy now. But as soon as you get to this area, your dragon will go to the picture where the big turtle is. Now if you just carry on to the right side and go to the new area that you see ahead, you can't go to it anyway because you need the ability to swing across these things. But before doing that, if you look to the left, you will find your first toy. Now your second toy is located pretty much from the previous location that we're in. When we find this globe thing to go through the water for the first time, no sorry, this is the second time. I do apologize. So to tell where you are, when you get to the first archway, you want to go to the left now. This is where your second toy will be. So if you go through the first archway, then you've gone too far. And now once you go through the first archway, and then you see this next very small archway that is broken, as soon as you go under that, you want to stay to the right now and go behind this rock here. This is before you go up the stairs to the left. So if you do go up the stairs on the left, you have gone too far. And now for the next drawing number 2, once you have gained a new ability to be able to swing over. You have to actually do this ability first before you can backtrack. So this is the place after you have raised the 2 other logs to come up to make a platform go across the water side. And then the drawing number 2 will be located on the right side as soon as you enter this section, but of course you need the upgrade first, then you have to backtrack to get to here. Now we're back at the original place now, so since we do have the next upgrade to swing across stuff, now you want to go to the left side. So this is the exact same area where you found the ball to go across into the water. Now for drawing number 3, once we get to the very close to the end of the level, before going into the main building in front of you, if you just go to the right, you'll see your next and final drawing of this level. And now once again from the same location, before going inside the main building, or the big doorway, you can't really miss it. But this time you want to go to the left now, and follow the only path you can on the left side, and then you'll grab the final ink of this level. Welcome to the desert level. As soon as we start from this level, we want to stay to the left side and do not follow the main path. Just keep staying left and go straight, and you will find a very small island here with a toy inside of it. So I believe this is called an oasis type thing in the desert. So you'll see the toy on this little platform here. So now once you follow the main path now, you'll get to this location where you get the cutscene. In this massive area here, just stay to the right, you will see a sand waterfall, and behind that sand waterfall you will find your first of 3 drawings. And now, go to the island across the way. So we have to come here anyway. Go up the middle path and keep going straight. Once again, you may get a cutscene here. But then if you jump over to the left, you will find your next toy located right in the very far corner here. So this is literally the opposite end of this area from where the drawing was. So now you got to collect all these lovely things to make the bridge appear. So you have fun doing that, and once we have done, so there's 2 paths you can take. It doesn't matter which way you go first. You can go right first or go left. I decided to go left first and then actually record me going left.
For me.
And now once you've done all the necessary stuff to get through the next door, as soon as you enter here, go to the left and go towards the flowers. So this is just before you go through the little wind area. So just make sure you grab the toy. So now as we progress through the wind area, as soon as you finish this area, you now want to go to the right before carrying on straight down there. So stay to the right and you will find your first ink of this level. And now once you get to the next big area, so after you've done the previous area coming up, you will get to this next big area. We have to do the same things before. We have to find these orbs located or scattered around this area. So once again, if you stay to the right, eventually you will find this platform that you can boost yourself on. Now the crystal needs to be placed in this location. This will make that area above spawn for you. But as far as I know, you don't really have to do what I'm doing. You can actually go underneath. But I decided to show you this way. And now to get the toy, if you come back now to the previous location where we was before with the crystals, as a damn plane just went over the house. Now once you have put the crystal on the next block, this area will spawn. And yes, you have to do this way this time. I don't think there's any other way you can get up here. Now to get here, all you need to do is do a run and jump up on that springing platform and then jump down again. And then you need to glide over. You can't just run and jump and glide. I tried that a few times, it didn't work. Then all you need to do now is just go to the next platform and you will find your toy just sitting there. Now drawing number 2. So if you go to the left side of the area, you'll find a block covering the wind pipe up. So all you got to do is move that block and then the wind will come through. So the next orb is located directly in front. I did try to use the wind to get it first and drop down, but since I failed, I might as well show you the drawing. So this drawing is literally right next to the orb. So the orb is above you. You just drop down and grab it. So now, once we make it back to the main area that we went left before, and now you want to go right this time. We have to go both ways anyway. It doesn't matter which way you go first, as long as you get to the location. Now, quite a ways in, your dragon will turn white, and then you will no longer have your dragon friend with you. Now, in this area here, just stay to the left. And if you notice to the right of you, you can pick up this orb that you can give to the dragon as well. So make sure you grab that after you get the toy. Just to save you backtrack into this area again. And now once you've got your scarf back finally, you're going to get ink number 3. So go up the middle of the steps and go left. At this point the water will be drained. So use your scarf to go over, and then you'll find a switch that you'll need to press anyway to let the water through. But then if you continue on up to the next little platform there off to your right hand side, then follow that path the only way you can, and then you will get your next ink. Now drawing number 3 is once we have proceeded on and filled up the entire area so we can make it to the other side. Once again, you have to do this anyway, it's all part of the story. So this will be the end of this section, so before grabbing the next piece, just go to the left and you will find your drawing number 3. So the little piece directly in front of you will be almost the end of the level anyway. So just grab that and then you have to go back. Welcome to the forest. Now continue on as normal until you need to grab this wooden face mask thing. And then once you've got the mask, you now need to backtrack all the way back to the very starting location of the level. So once you come back here, you need to scare the birds, grab this orb and then go into the water, press the lever and then go through that door directly in front to find your next ink. As soon as we enter this next area, you'll get a cutscene with 3 green people. As soon as you get that cutscene, you want to go to the right and you'll find your first drawing. This one can be quite well hidden because it doesn't really glow at you, but it's quite a dark area as well. And now for the first toy of 5. Go to the opposite end where we found the drawing. On the top or front left side, you will find your next toy. So this is going to be the same thing as the desert where you can go left or right type thing. But for this one, if you climb the stairs, as soon as you climb the stairs, you want to go to your left and not to the right. This is where you'll be. As soon as you go through this hole, go to the left and you'll find your toy number 2. Now, quite a ways in, you eventually go across this water and we cannot go back. Now, with this ball, you will find this located just to the left of the camera. Now, enter the water with the ball, as you're safe. The first ink is located in the water, so just stay to the right side and eventually you will find the doorway. Well, I say the doorway is more like a cave entrance. And now for toy number 3. This is located in the water as well. This is also located in the same section as where you need to get one of the orbs again. So I did have a hard time trying to find this. I found it once before, but then I couldn't find it a second time properly. So as you go through the next section, or the next archway, or whatever you call it. So before going down the stairs, if you just stay to the left here. I'm going the wrong way at the moment, but yeah, if you just stay to the left, then you will find your toy number 3. So pretty much, if I just followed the pavement on the ground, I'll just run directly into it. And now, once we've got our orb in the water, And then we can now leave. Now once we left and go into the island, you want to stay to the far right, and to the left here you will see some rabbits that you can actually feed to get their next orb. But ignore that for now, go around the right side and you should hopefully see this next drawing. So now we are done on this section. We're now going to go to the other section now. So once you go up the steps, you want to go right this time. So basically, once you get the next main objective item, then it will take you back to this section anyway. So you can't really miss where to go. The game will actually take you here. So eventually, along your adventure, or the right path, you'll get a small cutscene with the two green people and they steal your scarf. It's the same procedure before where the scarf is turned white and we cannot use it. So follow the only way you can and eventually you get to this location here. Now just stay to the left, go all the way you can, then this will be your first official section where you can grab one of the orbs. Before we do that, jump in this little ruined building here to find your next toy. Also, just a word of warning, if you look around here for a lever, should be, if you look at the main objective right here, if you go to the left side of this building, you will find a lever that you can, or a switch lever, whatever you call it. I advise you to press that now, just save you from backtracking. So for ink number 3, before you go back over the pond section, making sure you remove the base from the pressure pad to reveal this next secret. This will be ink number 3. So now toy number 5. So if you didn't press that switch, now you have to go back over the pond and go and press it. If you pressed it already, then these two platforms will rise up. Now go the only way you can for now. Before going upstairs to the next set of steps, right next to them steps you will find the toy number 5. Now drawing number 3 is once you have done everything you can do. So now your scarf is now running away. Also, you freed your scarf and you have to follow it across the bridge. Now jump to the right side of the bridge. At the end, you will find your last and final drawing.